afternoon, everybody. Here's a look at your headlines on this Thursday afternoon. A Florida death row inmate's attempt to delay his execution. Plus, Austal's first steel ship to be christened this weekend. And Mobile County deputies searching for a homicide suspect. News 5 Now begins now.
Brought to you by Green & Phillips, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to News 5 Now. I'm Devin Walsh. Glad to be with you on this Thursday afternoon. Hope your day is going well so far and you're enjoying all the sunshine out there. It is feeling good. It's going to be a great afternoon. We are looking for some storms over the weekend, so make sure you stay tuned to the forecast to learn about the timing of those for Saturday and Sunday, also on Monday. Right now, let's get to our big stories at this hour. Number 5. A Florida death row inmate scheduled to be executed next month is asking for a delay. Michael Tanzi's been on death row since being convicted of kidnapping and murdering a woman back in 2000. His attorneys argue that his medical conditions could increase the risk of extreme pain. They say he's morbidly obese and suffers from sciatica. State officials say they want the motion of a stay of execution to be denied. Number 4, a Mobile man wanted for rape captured in North Alabama. Police in Priceville pulled over 21-year-old Travis Hill Jr. last night on I-65 South. Officers arrested him when they found there was a felony extradition warrant for Hill. He was taken to the Morgan County Jail, where they say he tried to run from officers. Number 3, Austal USA will soon christen its first steel ship. The ceremony for the future USNS Bill Frank Jr. is set for Saturday morning. The vessel will serve as a salvage and rescue ship. Number 2, a man is in the Jackson County, Mississippi jail for murder Wednesday night. According to officials, 24-year-old Karis Hamilton shot and killed a 20-year-old man. The man's 34-year-old mother was also shot and airlifted to a New Orleans hospital. Officials say after the shooting, Hamilton took his 4 children, all under the age of 7, and left the home. The children were later found safe. And number 1, the search is on for a suspect responsible for a deadly shooting in Pritchard. The Mobile County Sheriff's Office says 35-year-old James Wright was shot to death at a home on Helen Street off of St. Stephen's Road just after midnight. Call the Sheriff's Office if you have any information that could lead to an arrest. And those are our big stories at this hour. Okay, everybody, now time for our question of the day. And this one has to do with some of your favorite, or maybe not your favorite, but we want to talk about TV moments that made you emotional. So what is one TV moment that has made you emotional? Let's take a look. Carol says the death of Wolowitz's mom on Big Bang Theory. John says when Eli Manning beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. When JR got shot. When the boy had to shoot his deer that he raised because it ate their crops on the yearling. When Claudia Joy died on Army Wives. I just watched it, Melissa says. Survivor, when the very first contestant on the show that has autism, and she broke down. It hit hard, she says. Becky, watching the World Trade Centers fall. World Trade Center towers fall. Oh, yeah. Betty says, watching the Opry 100 Years show and seeing Alan Jackson and Randy Travis. That was an emotional moment, especially when Carrie Underwood was singing to Randy Travis. I agree with you. All right, so those are some really great moments that you guys are pointing out to us. We'd love for you to share more, so go ahead and continue to comment on our question of the day on our Facebook page. Okay, let's get to our poll of the day, and we're asking you whether or not you would ever buy an electric vehicle. Yes or no? Would you ever buy an electric vehicle? Yes or no? So, of course, there are electric vehicle charging stations all over the place. So, does that interest you? Would you ever buy one? We want to know. So, go ahead and answer that poll of the day. And if you would like to vote in the poll, you can do it on our WKRG Facebook page or WKRG.com. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for me for News 5 Now. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tonight for WKRG News 5 at 5 o'clock. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you soon.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips.